Are we ready to begin?
Yes.
I am.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, welcome everyone. Just as a brief recap, since last episode, essentially, after getting some documents from the Warlock, you guys battled your way onto a very large ship, while avoiding cannonballs being shot at you, dealing with various ogres, rogues, warriors, and whatnot. Up until fighting a Murloc, that they call the captain, and right as you were looking to loot the Warlock just to see what he had, you started hearing the steps of someone walking out of kind of the main room up on the top floor. And so that's where we will begin. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. So out of the darkness from the east, you see a man around you would guess around his 60s, and he goes, Outmanel's lackeys, you come to pay me, I assume, for the money that you owe us?
But Stoutman told the marshal.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, why else would you be here? You've stolen...
To collect the money that you owe us.
You have me at a loss, Paladin.
You know, for all the supplies stolen, all the lives murdered.
What supplies do you suppose I have stolen from you?
Boring conversation, anyway.
I mean, the Alliance has been stealing thousands and thousands of our well-earned money. And so I assume you're here to make amends and pay up. I can't fathom another reason why you would make your way killing my people, but to pay me in person.
I really do feel like there's something in the water in Westfall. Just makes everyone insane.
Insanity. That's an interesting concept there. Just as insane that perhaps the other reason you're here. What do you gain should you strike me down? A shiny medal?
Do you need to be stricken down?
Well,
you got good loot, right?
he chuckles, and it's about this time, Valen, that you actually realize that you recognize him.
Hey, wait a second.
If you look at your campaign racial. I have loot, of course. I have to feed my people. I'm building up Westfall, trying to take it back from those that would steal from us, from your dastardly alliance, and from your king, who doesn't believe in honoring his debts. And I can't believe, after the wounds that I can see You still got the blood stains. You're in no shape to fight me.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
May I offer... Let me offer you this. I have a letter on myself that is intended for the city architect in Stormwind. His name is Barris Alexten. Deliver this letter for me, and he will pay you 2,000 gold. And I will, we will call ourselves at a truce. What say you?
Oh, what's in the letter?
Information.
Am I allowed to read it first? I'm not just going to deliver a letter of unknown content to some unknown person.
Well, like I mentioned, Barros, he's the city architect. He's a man of honor, even by what you guys would call honorable. He is a friend of mine. I have worked side by side as we rebuilt Stormwind together. And I do not imagine that he would be afraid or feel like he needs to hide the contents from you. But that is the deal. Take this letter, and he will pay you, and I will go on my way.
No deal.
I was just wondering if there's a second option.
Well, is there any reason we can't just take the letter off his corpse and deliver it and still get the money?
Better deal.
I thank you for letting us know who to deliver your loot to get more money, but I'm not seeing a compelling reason to not end your life for all the trouble you've been causing the kingdom.
And I guess that is the true paladin, who thinks he's righteous and will justify what by whatever means to get gain.
Yes, it's rich coming from you, but you're not my judge. Let's just leave it at that.
And it's about this time that you you hear some steps behind you, and you see on top of kind of an upper level about 20 feet high, a couple of additional rogues with bows aiming at you, but they have not fired. And the elderly man goes, "The choice is yours. Or do you want to play a game of life and death, where you're clearly at the disadvantage?"
Let's just pretend like I have no idea what's going on and tell me what's going on. Who is this guy?
The leader of a band of thieves, as far as I know.
Valen, you can reveal to him who he is.
I know this guy. He tortured me. He enslaved me. Edwin Vancleef,
And what
lord
does-
of these criminals.
and how did he know that we came from the other guy who didn't actually tell us to come here?
That's a good question. I'm saying as the DM, not necessarily as Van Cleef.
Why? Oh, I'm just so confused.
Don't worry, Van Cleef's confused too. Let's
Well,
just
I
kill
think
him.
we can take him.
So you've decided death then.
Yes. Your death has been decided.
All right, having not been able to contribute to this conversation since I'm in cat form, I will now charge him.
All right.
Did I cast that thing on you yet?
Yeah, I've still got that from when we were fighting the Morlock.
All right. So let's get initiative. Manla, regardless of whatever your role is, will allow you to go first, but that will still be your move. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. Let me get our initiative as well.
We never got spells back, right?
Correct.
Nope, that should be fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty low.
Okay, let me have the rogues as well. 1 second. And so just so you know, so with these rogues, again, they are elevated and they're kind of looking through there's gaps in the wall that they're kind of you can see them.
They're inside the place where Vancleef is, or where?
Behind us.
They're
Other
behind
side.
you. They're behind you. And
Behind us.
So could we shoot them if we had a ranged weapon, or are they
Yes.
pretty well protected from that?
yeah, they will get a +2 to defense.
So partial cover then.
Yeah,
Okay.
partial cover. Okay. All right. So Manla, go ahead and rush forward.
Bite him for 14 if a 23 hits.
Sadly, it does. I mean, good job.
I'm not sad about that.
Oh wait, let me go to descending.
Oh, I forgot to roll for Zwei. Hold on.
Zwei is dead or unconscious.
That's true. I mean, yeah. It would take a whole turn to bring him back at half health.
Yeah,
Correct.
you could 5-foot step and bring him back if you wanted to.
Yeah. So it is your move, Poozer.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a 5-foot step, and wait, why do I have to take a 5-foot step?
You're not next to him on my screen.
There we go.
Cruiser's done, I think.
Okay. All right, Valdar.
So now does
Oh, sorry.
when would Zwei fit into the turn order? Do you want me to roll for it still, or
Yeah. Go.
or just put him in at the end?
Well, go.
Well, you've got him on there at 5 already. Didn't you already roll for him?
Yeah, you probably already rolled for him, which is fine. We'll leave it at 5. All right, Valdar.
All right. Might as well open up big. Burning Arc.
I assume on Vancleef, correct?
Yep.
Oh, whoops, sorry. That's the wrong guy. Let me rearrange my. So I will re-roll that. $17.
Yep.
Yeah, the fire shoots from you and quickly scalds him, and he cries in pain from the burn. Arlil.
And as we pass Beldar, we'll do this. 3 healing.
All right. To Valdar, and of course you take 1. All right, Van Cleef. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna move up more as well.
All right.
Now that's my turn.
All right, Van Cleef. He is going to strike at Monla after taking some damage from him with 2 attacks, a 24 and a 15.
Those will actually both hit since they just charged and dropped my AC a little bit.
Okay, so 9 and 4. And as he stabs you, he yells, "None may challenge the Brotherhood." And then Monla, your turn is already done. We have the rogue up top. Make sure. Well, I need to pull the vision.
Did you get your 3 healing Valdari? Doesn't look like it moved on my screen.
Oh
Bar.
no, I missed that.
All right, so this first rogue is going to shoot at Valdar with his bow. I assume a 10 misses.
Yep.
And you hear behind you as the arrow just sticks deep into the wood. This other one is going to shoot at Poozer. Also, this one just flies over your head, sticks into the wall.
I was thinking he probably Robin Hood the first arrow in the wood.
It would have been great, but his aim was not there in time. All right, Zwei.
Okay. So I cannot charge through other people. So I could. All right, who's right above Yakes? Mondla?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so I can't. So I can't actually get.
And you could move above me and attack, yeah.
Okay. Well, who's why?
And after moving Zwei, unable to get a hold of Van Cleef, that brings us to the top of the order with Poozer.
All right, I want to shoot at the archers. There's 2 behind, right?
Correct. And they are elevated.
And 2 more somewhere?
No, those are only 2 that you know of so far.
Okay, I'm going to shoot at the lower one.
The bottom guy, okay?
Yeah.
You will get a -2 because he's partial coverage, but we'll just manually do that. And the rogue quickly dodges behind in what surely would have been a hit. Any movement from you before ending your turn?
In my turn.
Okay, Valdar. Again, remember you guys are earning PowerPoints at the beginning of each of your turns.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. I do want to use my PowerPoint from last time and
Sure.
my PowerPoint from this time to heal, so I just.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Chaos Bolt. Again, I assume on Van Cleef.
Yes.
Okay. So he will take 5. But again, you do create a soul shard.
Yeah. It'll take 2, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you. Arlil.
Alright. I still have I do. We'll smite Van Cleef. And attempt to hit him.
Okay.
Wow.
As you swing, you swing at him, and you feel like you've got a good swing at him, but he is deceptively quick despite his age. And you miss. Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. So Van Cleef with it's almost, it appears as almost like his cloak wraps up around him, and black smoke appears where he is, only to see him appear in the middle of you guys. And then at that point, as your turn, for those that are in front, that he's now behind, as you turn around, you see what looks like a wall of daggers coming at all of you. So this is an attack against touch AC. So you should all have one on you. So Monlin's at the top one, Arlil second, Poozer is a third, and Valdar is fourth. I believe there is not one for Zwei though. Zwei is unaffected.
He's too short for daggers. They go right over his head.
So take the appropriate damage. Those are good rolls. I think they all. Oh no. I don't think Poozer got hit.
Poozer should get hit.
And I don't know about Valdar.
Trying to interpret this.
It's just 2 damage, so it's an attack and damage against Mondla, then an attack and damage against me, an attack and damage against Poozer, an attack and damage against you.
Versus your touch
Yeah.
AC.
Just go there.
I'm just trying to figure out if it's a. It says
It's an 11.
Yeah, it's an 11.
but it's green.
I
No,
don't
no.
know why.
Ignore the crit. Ignore the crit.
Okay.
So if an 11 hits your touch AC, you take 5, Valdar.
Touch. I gotta remind myself if demon armor works against touch.
What kind of bonus is it?
It's armor bonus.
So it's a reflavoring of mage armor.
Right.
And then
If it's mage armor, I don't think it does, because it's just an armor bonus. So no. It's like you're wearing armor.
all right, and then shield specifically says it works against incorporeal touch attacks, but doesn't say anything about regular touch attacks.
Let me double check shield, because that one might.
I mean, mage armor works against incorporeal as well, but
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're specifically working against that because of the type of magic they are. So no.
Okay, so I get hit.
So
I
for
don't see
5
that.
for you. Mama took 2, except for he's got 1 DR, so he took 1, right?
Yep.
And Arlil, I believe you just took 2 as well.
Yep.
Okay, Manla, it is your turn now.
all right, I will not charge. I'll just move up and bite him,
Okay,
or not, as the case may be.
you snap at him in your panther form or your cat form, but all you get is a piece of his cloak. All right, we have the top rogue here. See who we got. I think he's gonna go after Valdar again. 22. He pierces your shoulder a little bit for 3, and the bottom guy will go after Poozer once again. Unfortunately, he's unable to fix his mistake from the first round. All right, Zwei.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to move into a flanking position with Mondla.
Okay.
And then bite. Ah.
Okay. And it's almost as if Van Cleef anticipated the move, and he quickly steps out of the attack range. All right, Boozer.
Boozer will shoot
Oh,
at the.
oh, hold up. Give me 1 second. I forgot about this. Okay.
Flame spurts.
Yep. You're good though.
All right. I'll shoot at that archer that's shooting at me.
All right, the bottom one. Okay. This time, just as he peeked out again, you're able to hit him square in the chest. Kind of stumbles back for a moment. And any movements, feel free, or whether you're going to heal with the power points. Obviously, this is why he heals for 1 since you did damage. So go ahead and do that as you see fit. Valdar.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go there. If I blast a burning hand straight north, it should just hit him and nobody else.
Okay. All right. So burning hands then.
Yep.
Okay. And as quick as he has been, he did excuse me, did not anticipate that, taking the full brunt of the fire damage. And Arlil.
Alright. There, and try to hit him again.
Okay. And apparently you will learn quickly because even as he sidesteps, you anticipate it slashing for 10 big damage.
I assume he's not, but if he happens to be an outsider or a dragon or undead, he takes an additional 5.
Okay. He is not.
Okay.
All right. He's actually going to turn to you, to Arlil, and do both attacks on you. I assume both of those miss, correct?
Yeah.
And then as a quick action, he pulls something from his cloak and throws it on the ground, and the whole area smokes up with a deep, almost not quite black, but it's more of a grayish black. And we will need a will save from each of you of a DC of 18. All right. Okay. Give me just one moment. It looks like everyone failed except for Arlil. Is that correct?
I may have gotten an 18, depending on what kind of effect it is. Like it's an enchantment effect. I got an 18, but
no,
look in the notes there. So.
It's more of a mind effect.
If it happens to be confusion days, probably not feeble mind or insanity, but if it happens to be confusion or days, then I beat that as well.
Okay. I would say confusion fits the bill. All right, so let me do this here then. Okay, and so Monley, I know you can't see it on screen right now, but you see Poozer and Valdar, and they just start staring straight ahead as if they're looking off into the distance. It is your move.
All right, ignoring their problem for the now. For the moment, I will 5-foot step and full attack.
Okay.
With flanking, so add 2 to these attack rolls.
All right. So it looks like
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to roll that claw twice. So the bite for 29, doing 14 damage. Oh, with rip. So 18 damage with the bite, and then a 14 to 7, or a 16 and a 19 if either of those hit.
Oh, hold on. So the 19 does not hit. So sorry. What was the first one? Total of 18, correct, with the rip?
18 damage, yep, with the bite, and then does a 16 or 19 hit.
16 or 19 do not hit.
Okay, so just the one hit then.
Okay. All right. This top rogue, he's seeing how Valdar and Poozer are incapacitated. They're going to turn their focus. This first one's going to go after Manla. 17.
That hits, but does no damage because of DR.
Yep, because of DR. And the other one will go after Arlo. Missed. Okay. All right, Zwei.
So is why I didn't have to pass the will save
Correct.
thing?
So Y is not affected.
Okay. So I'll add the flanking bonus in by hand. I'm not flanking, but oh yeah, I am not flanking. But I'll still bite. Or at least try.
You're able to get a part of his boot, but unfortunately you weren't able to pierce the boot. Okay, so Poozer, you see down here. I should make sure that you can see. Yes, you see a rogue right in front of you. You don't know where anybody else is, and past what you can see, it's like again a very thick grayish blackish fog. It is your move.
She was finding herself in the map.
Oh yeah, it's bottom left. Sorry. And Valdar, you're going to be in a similar situation in the bottom left portion of the map.
Okay.
So if I take a 5-foot step back, is it so thick I wouldn't be able to shoot my bow at him?
Anything that you can see, you're able to see clearly. It's just where it goes black. That's where the fog is extremely thick.
All right, I'll shoot at him. And since I can't see, so why am I unable to heal?
No, that effect still occurs.
Okay, do I hit?
Yes, you do hit, and the rogue kind of stumbles, but to one knee before standing back up. All right, Valdar.
All right. So I just see myself here, and then I got this one that's just some rogue.
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's step here, and I will buy some time with a demonic fortitude.
Okay. And is that your turn? You gain 7.
I can also, that's a swift action, right?
Yes.
So I can also acid splash this guy.
Okay. And what's the damage roll?
One.
All right. So you hit him. All right, that brings us back up to Arlil.
All right. Check. Taunt, swift action. All right, we will taunt Vancleef here and attack.
All right. Does that attack include the flank?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So unfortunately, he's able to move out. Did you say that you were trying to taunt him as well?
Yes, I did attempt
Oh.
to taunt him. Does that not work on him at all, or?
No, you can actually taunt him. Remind me what the DC is,
Let's see. It says
or the save, I should say.
you have a Wisdom save, which I assume is a Will save.
Will, yeah.
But it doesn't say anything about what the DC is. So.
Thought we had that on there. Either way, you have grabbed his attention, and he will attempt to attack you both times. For 17 and a 24.
Both miss.
A 24 misses.
Yep.
Did you not attack him this turn?
Oh, I did.
But he's got Smite Evil on
I've
him
got
as well.
Smite Evil, so I
Oh,
have
okay.
bonus.
You assume he is
That.
evil. I mean, you assumed
I
right.
do assume he's evil.
You assumed right, but you know.
Okay.
He will 5 foot step here.
I mean, he might have just used Smite sort of bad.
That's right. Smite misunderstood.
Smite the annoying.
All right, Manla, it is your move.
All right, I will 5 foot step to there and full attack here.
Okay.
So looks like it's one hit with the 28 for 10 damage.
Yep. And damage there. Okay, and I assume that is your turn. Okay. This top rogue is going to shoot at Manla. 14. That's a miss. And the bottom one's going to shoot at Valdar. And so Valdar, you see as an arrow comes through the thick fog, and you were definitely not expecting it, and it pierces you for 7 damage.
Okay.
All right, Zwei.
Okay, I scroll back up to where I can see Zwei.
Yep.
Let's see. Rather than doing a 5 foot step, I'll move around this way so that I am flanking. Unless, should I not take that flanking spot?
I think it's fine.
Okay, I'll take the flanking spot.
Unless you roll another 4 for your attack.
I'll put a 1.
No, she got a 3 this time, so she's fine. All right, Hoosier, back to your turn. Give me another will save. Okay. All right. And
that rogue that I see hasn't done anything.
No, he did not do anything.
Cool. Well, I'll shoot at him again.
Okay. And in your confusion of not seeing him actually in this instance do anything, you shoot and it appears to go wide, but you actually still hit him.
I did.
And he falls over.
Well, heals why some more.
And you realize that you're just kind of staring at the back of Arlil there, a little bit confused. Valdar.
All right. I gotta get out of this fog. Can I just walk out of it?
You can try.
I want to try.
All right. Give me a will save. And as you walk towards the fog, oops. You find that you're actually walking a little bit away from everyone, and again you see everybody again, but you did use your full turn for that.
Okay.
Arlil.
All right. Let's see. All right. We'll do taunt on him again.
Okay. Roll it here. Okay. You're not sure if it worked.
All right.
So just for reference, Crovax, typically abilities that are based on level would be 10 plus half character level plus one of the stats. For a paladin, probably charisma,
Probably
the
charisma.
modifier on it.
So it would normally be about 16 right now. Yeah, 16.
So 12 plus your
So I've
charisma
got
mod,
more.
yeah.
Okay. And
But I mean,
obviously I was not taking that into consideration, but I'm giving him boss buff for that
And
ability.
that's fine. That's fine. Just
But
just if you were like right on the edge, like I'm not sure,
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. So 17. Unfortunately, you're unable to hit him. And one
unable to roll over a 10 on my d20.
That's true. You should have brought a better d20 that had over 10 on it.
Yeah, probably.
And similar to as you guys had seen before, in a let's see, go. He in a puff of smoke, black smoke. He disappears and appears again. Monla, you are out of range of this, so ignore the roll against you. So again, this is against your touch AC.
The minus first one, then Yates, then Poozer, then Valdir, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, it has the names on there.
Oh, I just can't read them on my screen.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I can read mine there, but the others I can't read.
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
widen my chat box.
Yeah, you have to widen the chat.
It cuts him off a little bit. But yeah, so 7, 7, and 6 damage. And that'll bring us back to Monla.
All right. I am going to delay until after Zwei goes.
Okay. All right, so
Just
that'll
move me right after Zwei.
that leaves the rogues. Top rogue is going to shoot at Monla again. 18 for 5 damage, and the bottom one will continue to go after Valdar. A 9, I believe, does miss though.
Miss.
So Zwei.
Okay, so charging does give a bonus to hit, right?
The +2 to hit, no -2 to AC.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, you do charge, and as you bite, he kind of punches Zwei, doing no damage, but it's enough to knock the attack away. That will bring us Monla, who delayed.
All right, circle around and bite in with Rip.
Okay.
That a 17 misses.
17 does miss, unfortunately. All right, Boozer.
Should I go for the rogues, guys, or should I just shoot my arrows right at Vancleef?
The rogues aren't doing a lot overall.
Yeah, I think I'd just focus on the boss.
Okay, 5-foot step back. Shoot at Vancleef.
All right.
As a
Now-
22 hit.
Now that your head is cleared a little bit, and being close in proximity, and Zwei kind of distracting him as Van Cleef knocked him away, that gave you the opening for you to do 9 big damage to him.
Woo-hoo.
Valdar.
All right, let me get cover here, maybe. Shoot a chaos bolt.
Okay. Are you using any soul shards to power it up?
Yeah, I think I got 2 now.
That sounds about right. All right, let's see. He able to resist that partially. He does not.
Okay, there's a 2d4. Ouch.
All right, so a total of 8 damage looks like.
Yep.
And you suffer 2 damage from one for each soul shard that you used. Arlil.
Actually gonna do this to hurt him.
Okay,
5 damage.
5 damage, and you take 1. As the
And then we'll attack.
lightning base, the holy shock shocks him for a little bit of damage. And again, you feel like you've got a good swing at him, and at the last moment, he somehow parries it with his daggers. All right, he is going to attack Manla. Seeing as Manla is bleeding profusely.
So that first hit will put me under 0.
Okay. And so the second one, he will switch over to Zwei. And so Zwei will take 5. And as he stabs Manla, he yells, "Fools! Our cause is righteous!" And then also at the same time, he throws down another smoke bomb. So for those who are conscious, I need a will DC. Okay. So Valdar and Arlil. Oh, Zwei's not affected.
He's going to share his role with Poozer.
All right. First rogue. Rogue is going to shoot at Poozer. And misses badly. The bottom one, who can still see, still has vision on basically everybody. He is going to stick with Valdar. If a 15 hits, you take 3. I'm not sure if that hits, though. And that will take us to Zwei.
15 misses.
Okay.
Okay. So flanking, we're gonna add 2 to this.
Currently
Is
not.
it 8?
Flanking.
No.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, he.
Oh, fine.
You might be able to 5-foot step and flank with me, though.
Yes, I will do that.
You won't be able
No, I
to.
won't be
No,
able
if
to.
you won't. I
But-
mean,
But you can start getting around
Yeah.
the other side.
And did you have Zwei take that 5 damage from Vancleef?
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
I wasn't sure, so. All right. So Zwei unable to hit him. That will take us to Mana, Constitution.
Bleed for a point.
Okay. All right. So Poozer in the bottom left corner of the map again.
All right, I know how this works.
I had to move you slightly. Okay, you're good now.
Step back.
Mhm.
And I shoot.
And you do hit him. Valdar.
Let's see. I think I'm out of juice. So acid splash it is.
Okay.
Hang on, too many windows open.
And while you're getting ready for acid splash, you can feel your backpack is kind of vibrating a little bit.
What the? Purple orb?
And as you kind of look, that orb is it's like going in and out, pulsating. Acid splash. That's against the touch, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately, your acid splash misses.
Okay, that's fine. After I do that, I want to retreat a bit farther around the corner there.
Okay. All right, Arlil.
All right, 5 foot. We will heal Mandla for 6.
Okay. You take 1 from the Holy Shock.
Yep.
I believe that brings Manla back up, correct?
Yeah,
Do
that's
this
me
on
too.
myself. Which will be
You said you're healing yourself, is that correct?
15. Yep.
Okay. And is that your
And
turn?
then attack on him. Oh, I'm flanking. There we go.
And you,
That should hopefully work.
after a couple near misses, you finally were able to best him, slicing the back of his leg. All right. Vancleef will take a step backwards, and he will go after you, Valen, or not Valen, Arlil. I believe that misses both times, correct?
Yep.
All right. This top rogue is going to stick with Poozer, but misses. This bottom rogue looks like he still has eyesight on Valdor, and we'll stick with that, but also misses, as Valdor is able to kind of hide behind the wall a little bit. This is why.
Alright, let's 5-foot step and bite. 5-foot step and bite.
Okay. And Zwei, unable to make contact again, it rips a little bit of the cloak. That brings us to Manla.
All right. A move action to stand up, 5-foot step, and then take a single bite at him with rip.
Okay. And with your wounds, you're still a little bit distracted, and he's able to parry your blow. All right, Poozer.
Okay. Let's.
First, give me a will save.
Oh, that's right. I get to do another will save.
Okay. All right. All right. What would you like to do?
Shoot at him.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay, that puts Swy back up to full health again.
Okay. The rogue is a little bit wobbly, Valdar.
Get some more demonic fortitude.
Okay.
Disappointing.
All right.
Just 5 foot there and try an acid splash on him.
Okay. And touch tech, and unfortunately, the acid splash hit. He's able to duck it. He anticipated it. And again, of course, you got another PowerPoint.
No one expects the acid splash.
and you notice that, you know, where that the purple orb that was vibrating, it is no longer vibrating like it was before. It still has that deep purple magical look to it, but it's not vibrating anymore. All right, Arlil.
And we'll do another heal for Mandala. Then another attack. Oh.
All right, and unfortunately you miss. All right, on his turn, gone in a series of black smoke again, and reappears. Oh, that was one too far. And again, the fan of knives.
Yeah.
Everybody is in range of that. Hey, New Bandits, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. We're doing a little Pathfinder here. Got to go back to voice to talk here just a moment.
Just crashed.
Gotcha. We'll give her a sec to get back up here. So if it hits you, take that damage. If it didn't hit you, don't. All right. This top rogue. He's gonna stick to shooting at Poozer. One moment. 13 misses, and the bottom one will stick with Valdar. A 9, which also misses, disappointingly so. And so once Poozer's browser gets back up, it'll be Zwei's turn. Start a follow-up campaign
Yes.
to your previous
Okay.
Ghost of
Swy's
Saltmarsh
turn.
derived one. But you're in 5e. I haven't played a
Can I
5e for a
charge
long
him, or is
time.
Mondley in the way?
I would be in the way for that one.
Yeah, I think so. I'm
So
actually
in that
learning
case, I'm gonna
learning
run
Pathfinder
around.
while GMing at the same time. But again, we're doing this in a World of Warcraft format or world. So they have some
Nope.
special abilities
To
based off World of
there.
Warcraft. Okay. And again, this is why I'm unable to connect with the boss here, Monla.
Circle around and flank, bite with rip.
Okay.
There we go. Nice crit.
So for 21 and 24,
25.
25?
Yep.
And he cries in pain, but not to be shaken. He shouts at you, "The Brotherhood shall prevail. We will get what is ours."
And then I will, as a swift action, drink my potion of vanish, since he's probably angry with me now.
Yes, he is. All right. So yes, you drink your potion of vanish.
So I'm invisible for 2 turns or until I attack whichever comes first.
Correct. All right.
That's right. We have potions.
Yeah. Most of them even taste good. All right, Poozer. It is your turn.
All right. Scroll back down to the bottom there.
Yep.
5-foot step back. And shoot.
Okay.
This will put me at 1 power point because Zwei does not need healing.
Okay. And you finish off the foe. And then similar to how you experienced it before, you kind of come out of that daze, Valdar.
Okay. I think I have. Yeah, I got enough power to do something now.
Yeah, I think you have 2 power points at the moment. That sound right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that orb's not glowing again, is it?
No, it is not.
I wonder what that was about. All right. I will. I'll just chaos bolt him.
Okay. Which will create a soul shard. All right. If he's able to take half damage or not. He is not. So he took 9. As the chaos bolt smacks him in his back. And he's still got some fight left, but he's showing from the battle. Arlil.
I think we will charge. Nah, I don't have to charge. Won't make a difference, I don't think.
Not with how you roll.
Exactly. You know what? Let's do it anyway. All right. We'll charge.
Okay.
$21.
21, and with that doesn't include the charge bonus, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, it's fine. You still be able to slice him a little bit there. All right. All right. Monley is vanished. So Vancleef will attack Arlil. Both of those, I assume they missed.
Man, I didn't even have to use a potion with those rolls.
That's right. He will take a step back. Poozer, you are out of range of this, so you don't need to worry about it.
Yay!
But and Monla, you're still within range of that.
Yeah, that puts me at exactly 0, so I'm still conscious but stumbling.
Okay. So take the damage if it hits you. So it looks like Valdar took 4, Arlil 4, and then Monla 8. If I read that right.
I think I got missed.
Oh, did you get missed? Oh, you're right. It was an 8. You're right. See, I was just testing you, seeing if you were paying attention. All right. This top rogue is gonna stick with Poozer. If a 17 hits, you take 2 damage, Poozer.
No thanks. I do not choose to participate.
All right, but if it still hits regardless, it participates on you.
I have 19 AC.
Oh, okay. All right. And again, this bottom one will, again, sticking with Valdar. 22, I believe, does hit, hitting you for 3.
Yep.
And Zwei.
Zwei is so excited. He's gonna move around again.
Okay. All right, move around, but unable to connect as with previous attacks.
I'm so glad that Zwei's poor rolling doesn't carry over to the other campaign because
All right, Monla, what would you like to do?
All right, I will stumble down here. I am not attacking, but I am transferring all my power points into combo points this turn.
Okay. All right, that takes us to Poozer.
okay. I'm back, everybody. I'm gonna shoot at Vancleef.
And you were shooting Vancleef, correct?
That's correct.
All right. Unfortunately, your arrow goes a little bit wide as he quickly ducks out of the way. Valdar.
Okay, let's do potion of cure light wounds.
Okay. As a quick action or swift action.
Yep. So that's the D8 plus 1, I believe.
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Potion.
As you're drinking the potion, and you feel maybe it has something to do with the demonic energy in you. It doesn't go down just right. It goes down the wrong pipe, and I cough it up a little bit.
And an acid splash.
Does that mean you can drink it again?
Lick it up off the ground.
That's right. And
A missed acid splash.
miss that acid splash. Okay. Vancleef is going to focus on Zwei.
You missed Yakes.
Oh, did I? Did I? Oh,
Yeah, because Yakes is right after Valdir.
okay. All right. Sorry. Arlil, go before.
All right. But flanking. Come on, buddy. Bam.
And you definitely do some damage there.
Let's see who's. Never mind. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna use both holy shocks on Vancleef here.
Okay.
There's another 5 and another 5, so 10 more damage on him.
Okay, and you take two from that. All right. Okay, so now he will do that attack on Zwei. Looks like he. That's a correct.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So 17 points of damage is Zwei.
Put Zwei right at 0.
Okay. And then he will take a 5-foot step, and again he will throw his smoke bomb. So will DC again from everyone.
Just put me in the corner.
I'll join you this time.
All right,
You
so
probably get your own corner.
so Mala and Valen are good to go. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, top rogue again, sticking with Boozer. 18, but normally your DC is a 19, right?
Correct.
Okay, but since you are essentially just standing there, that is
Since
going
I'm
to.
in a very thick fog,
Yes.
it's easier for him to see me.
That is correct. And so you see an arrow come through the fog and stick you for 4. I don't. And the other one still see Valor. Oh, that's a little ways away. The other one's gonna go ahead and shoot Arlil. At least attempt to, but fails to do so. All right, Poozer, Zwei's turn.
Okay, so the dazed puts me like in a flat-footed position.
It's
Or
yeah,
you're just making
yeah. Essentially where you're losing your dex bonus because you're not actively trying to dodge.
Okay, so that would put me down to a 16.
Okay.
Oh yes, I got hit and I took 4 damage. Now it's my turn.
Yep, it is. It's Wise turn first.
I knew that.
And that will also make Zwei take a point of damage.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot that thing.
If you'd have hit, you would have healed. So,
All right,
so that puts Zwei at -1 then.
Okay, and Valdar, I know it's not your turn, but you start feeling that vibration coming from the orb again. Monla.
All right, I will 5-foot step. I will attack, which breaks my invisibility, but he does not get his dexterity bonuses. This is against his flat-footed AC.
Flat-footed AC, okay.
With Rip.
With Rip. And you're able to rip into him quite well, so a total of 20 damage.
Yep, and then I go unconscious.
Okay. All right, Poozer, your turn.
Okay, yeah, I'll step back and I will shoot.
And you're able to easily pierce the skin.
Okay, and I had saved up 1 power point, so 2 of those plus the 1 for hitting will put Zwei back up.
Okay. All right, Valda, it's your turn, and as you see Zwei kind of coming back to consciousness, that vibration goes away. It is now your turn.
It's not still vibrating with me down.
Oh no, it is. Sorry. Yes, I lied.
I get it.
What would you like to do?
Let's use that soul stone.
Okay. They need to be within 15 feet.
Shit.
So close.
So like there.
Okay.
On Mandla needs it, right?
Yeah, he's still below 0. All right, and so as you take the stone out of your backpack, focusing on Manla, that the purple magic leaves the orb and goes into Manla's body, and you see him kind of his body, the breath of life coming back into him. Manla, you go back to up to 80% of your health, whatever that math turns out to be. And as that happens, the soulstone no longer has that.
Round up or round down.
What do we normally do with hit points? It wasn't round down.
No, normally it's round down. Yeah.
Yeah, round down. And
All right.
and that purple magic that was encaptured in the soulstone now is gone, and the stone is a pure white. All right, Arlil, you're in the bottom left corner. And you see laying on the ground, you see Seabor. And he looks at you. And he says, "Why did you do this to us? Why couldn't you have helped us?" And you can see his body is burned. And where it's not burned, he's bleeding profusely. And he, as he was speaking to you, he's kind of coughing up blood a little bit.
Do I see any way out of this place?
Everything else that you see is that it's a very dark, grayish, blackish fog.
I'm gonna try and run out of the fog, but as I do so, I'll run close enough to
Okay.
use a holy shock on him
Okay.
and heal him for 3.
All right. So that will heal him. And as you go into the fog, you think you go into it, but then as you look around, you're kind of just where you last left him, or last thought you moved from. All right, and that's your turn, right?
Can I do like another move and try again, or?
Yeah, you can try. And so.
All right, I'll try running that way then.
Okay, and a very similar thing where the fog comes around you, and you feel like you're walking through, but then once you stop moving, you're at the same place where you first entered that fog. All right, Vancleef. As he sees Monla standing, or within reach, he will do both attacks. 22 and 17.
Those will both hit.
And once again, he will do his Fan and Knives, which everyone should is in range of.
Including me?
Yes.
So am I still flat-footed?
Well, this is against your touch AC.
Oh, that's right. It was just touch all along, so that would hit anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it missed. 8 misses you, Bruiser.
Yeah, 8 misses. And I think 7 missed the Arlil. I think the only one who got hit was Valdar for 6. Yep. This top rogue is going to go after Manla. .13, I believe, misses.
Yeah, especially since I'm still laying down at the moment, so he gets a -4.
Yeah, and this other one will go after Poozer. And both of them miss horribly. Zwai's turn.
So Zwei will need to stand up, which will provoke. If Zwei does stand up, that is.
Or so I can,
Or just bite him while laying on the ground and take a -4 to your attack.
oh, so that I can get a negative number for my attack.
Well, you are flanking, so you get a +2, so a net -2.
I think I'm gonna bite laying down. Oh, but then I'm also, do I count as flanking if I'm laying down?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll just stay laying down.
Okay. And as anticipated, you missed again. Monla.
All right, I will go ahead and stand up since I've currently got more hit points than I've had all day.
Okay. So
That will provoke from him, though.
which means he'll just get one attack, correct? He doesn't get both of them?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so ignore the second roll. So as you stand up, he slices your front shoulder for 7.
And then I will bite him or not.
And as you attempt to bite him, the damage that you took from your shoulder is enough to throw you off balance just a little bit, and unfortunately you miss him. All right, Poozer.
All right. I footstep because I can.
Mm-hmm. And you quickly finish off the being in there.
I will use up my power points, keeping myself at 0.
Okay. Valdar.
Did you take your 6 damage, Valdar, from the Fan of Knives he did last turn?
Yep.
Yeah, he
Just your bar didn't move on mine, so.
he has the demonic armor, which gives him temporary hit points.
Okay.
All right, let's do nothing useful. Just go back there and acid splash.
Okay. And
Miss.
the acid splash does miss. Okay, Arlil. And again, Seaboard is still pleading for help. But first, give me a will save. All right, and so as you started to move in your mind, you kind of realize that it wasn't necessarily real, and you're able to take your turn normally.
Oh, all right. Wow, everyone's not in great shape, but let's go here. We'll use this on Mandala for 4.
Okay, take 1.
And we'll attack. You're not thinking.
And again, you swing at him, but he's able to. Despite the severe wounds he's facing, he's able to dodge you. He will 5-foot step. He will do another Fan of 9. Actually, hold on. He's gonna attack Arlil first. I believe both of those miss. He will 5-foot step.
Yep.
And he will do his Fan of Knives again. Valdar, you're out of range. Everyone else is within range. So Mon, I don't know if you got hit or not. Poozer, you definitely got hit.
I'm under 0.
Okay.
Actually, I'm dead. Unless I'm ignoring the confirm. I mean, it's not the crit.
No, there are no crits.
You're only taking 3 damage.
Okay, I'm
Peter.
good. I was like thought I was taking 22 damage.
Oh,
I'll
no.
just take 3.
Okay,
Yeah, just 3.
that's probably a better call.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah,
All right.
don't be an over participation person.
All right, this top rogue will shoot at Arlil. 24.
Well, he'll hit. That's a 20, right? So he'll hit.
Yep. Yeah, it was a 20. So 7 damage. The other guy will stick with Poozer. And missing. Why?
All right. Zwei's still laying down. I was waiting for Vancleef to move away. All the other turns he moved away from me, just not when I'm dead.
That's right.
So I'll bite at him again.
Okay. And again, Y is unable to figure out how quick this guy is. Manla.
All right, 5-foot step and full attack.
Okay. All right. So with your claw, how would you like to finish him off?
Disembowel him.
All right. So as you bite at him, he dodges quickly to the right, and then with your left claw, you slash at his guts, spilling his innards slightly, and you see a look of shock on his face, and as he falls, he says, "Our cause was righteous."
Smite Evil says otherwise, buddy.
And you see as Van Cleef goes down, you notice the 2 rogues seeing their leader go down, they start sprinting away. And after a moment, you hear a splash, 2 splashes in the water. And we are out of combat.
They better hope they know how to swim.
So I will stand up.
All right. Everyone gets to lay on hands. 1 for me. 1 for Poozer. For 14 healing Poozer.
Thank you.
Wait, did we level up as soon as he died?
Essentially, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you go to max hit points when you level up.
That is Warcraft.
Ding.
That's true.
So, yes, you will all effectively level up. You will have time to heal up as well. So feel free to
Go ahead and start changing numbers.
Yeah, go ahead and start changing numbers. And I'm going to assume that you're going to go over to the body and see what type of loots he may or may not have. So
He has a letter for us to deliver.
he does have a
Definitely want that.
So and that's as you kind of open up the jacket, and again, there's a lot of blood, especially after the semi disbowelment from Manla. That there is that letter, and it is addressed to the city architect Barris Alexston in Stormwind. There's a decent amount of blood on the letter. You also find it's 2 daggers, and you sense that there are some magical properties to it. Normally, it's a spellcraft to determine what they are, right?
Yep.
So whoever of you feels has the best spellcraft, feel free to roll on those.
That's going to be Valdir, probably.
1 for each, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. And
Probably a fail.
the first one, there's not a ton of magic in them, but but essentially you determine that both of these are daggers of +1. Then you also notice that his cloak appears to be magical as well. If you'd like to roll on that. You're unable to determine what attributes that it has. Then there are also two very small coins. These are similar. And Arlil goes, "Oh, gold coins," but no, there's actually more to it than that. You don't need to do a spellcraft on this.
No, that was for the cloak.
Oh,
I was going to
okay.
see if I could maybe get it, but that's a no.
So these 2 coins essentially, similar to the other item that Monla took, we're referring to them as embellishments, where they can be associated as a ring or any slot, so to speak. But they once you attune to them, they become soulbound. So only you can benefit from. The first one has if it's given to a damage dealer, you get +1 damage to all your damage rolls, and that is added on after all other calculations. So like a crit is not going to benefit, make it be more. If it's given to someone who's healing with it, they'll get +1 to their healing, same type of thing. The other one, what we're calling an embellishment of power, is whoever has it, they will start combat with 1 power point already. And then last but not least, as you go into his room, there was a chest there, and there's assorted gems and whatnot. Essentially, it comes to about 1,200 gold. And even though I don't have it,
I just got kicked out again.
Well, that's not good. Even though I don't have a chest actually on the map, but yeah. So 1,200 gold for the party. And so with that, let's go ahead and take about a 10-minute break, chance to grab some food or go to the bathroom or whatnot, and then we'll have you go from there. So
What was that first embellishment called again? Sorry, real quick.
The first embellishment, I didn't actually give it a name. Let's go. Let's call it an embellishment of efficiency. And again, if if a damage dealer is using it, then they'll get +1, and that's for spells or physical damage. But if it can be for +1 to healing. So essentially, Arlil, if you take it, you can decide which one is going to benefit, and that's what it'll always benefit. It won't benefit both.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So one time, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right. Tough fight for them, and they were a little bit wounded already, but I'll be right back. I'm going to top off my water, and we'll see where they go from there. All right. Well, we will be transitioning here shortly. Yeah, tough fight from the fan of knives did quite a bit of damage. I was actually kind of hoping to kill some people with it. Valdar finally used his soul stone, used on mana. The interesting thing is Vancleef was essentially at 1 hit point for like 2 or 3 rounds, and they kept missing him. And so I think that's actually kind of funny. We'll be transitioning here in a few moments once they get back here. But good stuff. Good fight. Zwei, the pet, went down. The pet is a little weak, and because that's just how it works out. Mama going down. Mama's a big DPS guy, but he took some hits. Valdar was low. He was down to 6 full hit points. He has a demonic armor, a warlock ability, giving him some temporary hit points. Oh, where'd I put my water? Get back. All right, you guys are back.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm also here. Just back down with my character changes.
Okay, you're good. So I was just saying to the stream a little bit behind the curtain a little bit. Those last 2 turns where you guys kept missing him, he was at 0 hit points.
Nice.
It's like, to be honest, I was hoping that Valdar's acid splash would take him down.
Oh, I missed it.
I kept expecting to take him down because you're like, he's almost dead. And then I hit him for like 11. Then I hit him for 10. Then I hit him for 5. Then I hit him for 5. And I'm like, I thought you said he was almost dead.
Yeah, well.
And then Mandla hits him for like 20 and he still isn't dead. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, comparatively, he was low, percentage-wise.
Probably still a good thing, though, that you did your 2 holy shocks on him for 5 each.
Yeah, well, that because I think that was what put him down to 0. All right, so
Okay, I'm all leveled up.
Okay, perfect. And I don't, Poozer, I don't know if you get a new pet, but we're not going to role play that. So if you get a new pet, you just get the pet.
Not specifically. I mean,
Okay.
a ranger can change out their pets if they want to, but
Okay,
most players just keep the same pet
and that's fine.
for the lifetime of the character. So
Okay, and that's fine. And so and we'll go ahead and continue now while you guys are finishing up leveling up. Also, as a reminder, you're able to have up to 4 power points now instead of the max of 3 with the level up. So again, that's something as always you guys would track. So as you guys were sorting through, any discernible loot, you hadn't noticed before, but as you're kind of going over the top area, you can see to the south of you that while there is water, there's an area where it doesn't appear to be too deep, and there's a dirt trail that appears to go out, and you can see a little bit of sunlight to the south.
I can follow a dirt trail. Quick, let me roll my survival skill.
And
I did it.
you survived seeing the dirt trail.
No, I used that to help me find my way out by following.
There you go. But yeah. So and so when you're ready, you find an area that you can jump off into the water, but that you're not worried about potentially Arlil drowning, because I don't know if you can swim in plate. But you're able to safely do that without taking any damage, and you follow the trail, and you realize that it comes out in the back of near Moonbrook, by the sea. In fact, I just moved you guys.
Isn't Moonbrook where we're wanted? No, that was where we got into it from, right?
Correct. Yeah. Through yeah, you got in through what appeared to be a fake
Great plot.
Thank you. Yeah, that's why I don't write books. Great plot that had the name of Hope Saldane on it. All right, so you're finally out, and you, as you look over, you just happen to look over. You don't see any of the smoke from where the highwaymen were. That seems all cleared up. Even though there was still heavy fires from when you first went into the dead mines. What would you like to do?
First thing, I think we should figure out who to give these embellishments to. Are these like permanent?
Yes, that whoever uses them, they essentially become soulbound, and you can use 3 at any one. You can only have 3 soulbound, giving you bonuses total. So, in theory, as you get more of them, some will become less powerful. So you'll just discard them essentially. You can't pass them off to somebody else.
Would they stack if you got 3 of the same kind, or no?
Potentially, you don't know.
Okay.
So I already have the rings, so I'm happy to let those go to whoever. As much as I'd like the +1 to damage for all my attacks, but +1 to healing for all your heals would be good too. So
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that one.
So
I love being healed. Let's do that.
I was distracted by leveling up. What's this? What's the item?
So we have 2
+1.
items. One's a +1 to either all your damage or all your healing. You pick at the time you use it.
Permanently or one
Yep.
time?
Permanently.
Permanently.
Whoa.
And then the other one's a +1. You start combat with 1 power point.
So essentially, on your turn, you'll get another one. Start essentially putting it at 2.
+1 damage is better for someone who does a lot of hits. Like I do 1 spell each round, 1 fireball. So unless you're gonna give it like +1 per die roll or something, then I would pass on that and
It-
give it to like
Yeah, it would essentially be
Madeline.
for each die roll.
Yeah, I would agree. It should either probably go. Well, Pooza will get a lot of bow shots too. So if we're doing damage,
Yeah.
it'd probably be better for her. I wouldn't mind it for healing, but I don't mind giving it to Pooza for the damage either.
What about the PowerPoint?
I don't feel like I would necessarily benefit from that too much. Is there anyone who
Zwei always seems to need some healing, so
Could-
it would give me an extra heal right off.
I feel like it'd be better for Valdir to get a Chaos Bolt buff sooner or something, though.
Yeah, that's kind of how I
Yeah.
feel.
Let's do the PowerPoint for Valdir, and then I still think for the healing purposes, I'd rather have. So I don't know. I'll take it if you guys want me to. Maybe at some point I'll start doing some damage. It hasn't happened yet, but never. I mean, never say never.
So Crovax, did you say is it +1? Like if I cast Fireball and it does 10d6, is it +1 damage to the whole thing or +10?
It's +1 to the end of the roll. So after all the calculations have been made, then it's +1 to
then-
that.
Right. Don't give it to me.
Then I don't know. I feel like it'd probably be best on healing, just because damage rolls get so high, but healing
Yeah, that's what I think too.
doesn't
Yeah.
as much.
So yeah, go ahead and take that, Arlo.
All right.
And so when you become attuned to it and make it soulbound, you need to indicate whether it's going to take a ring slot, neck slot, cloak slot, whatever it may be.
Oh, okay. Just any of the slots though.
Yeah.
Probably do body then. I don't usually wear robes or anything. Trying to think of what else.
That's different from your body armor.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, body is a separate slot than armor. So Valdir, if you want to take the +1 or start the combat with 1 PowerPoint already, then
Yeah, I think that
in whatever slot you want to put that in.
Okay.
because there's head, headband, eyes, shoulders, neck, chest, body, armor, belt, wrists,
Knees and
hands, ring 1,
toes.
ring 2, and then feet.
Eyes,
Yeah.
ears, mouth, and nose.
Maybe even eyes would be a good one. It's pretty rare to get something on the eyes.
I don't think there's
There
a
are
lot
some-
of good.
There's a lot of good luck.
I was gonna say boots for sorcerer. I don't think I've really seen any.
Not counting what I come up with just out of the blue, but
Right, yeah.
but
And
I
I'm
don't-
all for Warcrafty items to make appearances too.
oh, they will. You can count on it, but that probably shouldn't necessarily be your decision-making process because you don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna go for eyes.
Okay.
I think
Actually-
mine.
I actually think there's useful glasses, like fog cutting lenses and stuff.
Oh yeah, there are some good ones.
All right,
There
so
are a few okay robes though too that I might consider.
and you can just determine that and just mark it on your
Okay.
character sheet so you don't forget where which slot is taking.
Yeah, what do we call this thing?
Yours is an embellishment of power, referring to the PowerPoint bonus.
Start combat with 1 PowerPoint.
So, as always, that's up to you to remember because I don't track that at all.
So that means on my first turn, I get a second PowerPoint.
Correct. So it means you can literally Chaos Bolt right away. Oh, and speaking of which, since you leveled up, if for any reason you want to change your talents, you can do that right now as well. You don't have to, but it is an option for you. So if you change them, just indicate on your character sheet. All right, so let's continue as you guys are figuring that out. Again, you have come up and you're near the entrance, or the entrance that you guys had chosen or found in the cemetery. And like I mentioned, you notice that the raging fire that you'd seen just before going into the dead mines, it appears to be completely gone. Not even like a smoke still at all.
And our whole purpose for coming down here is because we were trying to figure out where the people that were in the other building had gone, but that seems to be irrelevant now.
Yeah, well, part of your purpose, I mean, you were able to find two of the people who had been kidnapped, the Jansen and his daughter. You did not see the others, although in all honesty, you didn't know what they looked like either.
And what's his name who sent us here?
That's Marshall Stoutmantle.
Yeah, Marshall Stoutmantle. What did we tell him we were doing?
He essentially has sent you down there to try to scout out, get any information about the Brotherhood, and then report back to him.
We were just scouting and just happened to kill the leader of the Brotherhood. No problem.
I want to open that letter that Vancleef had.
Yes.
Got blood on it.
Okay. As you try to open it, there appears to be something magical around it that's preventing it from being opened. And so, even though it is just paper, and again, it does have the blood on it, there's some force that's making it what would normally be a trivial task to open it.
Valdir to spill acid on it.
Don't destroy the whole thing.
How about dispel magic?
Don't have that yet.
Can we at least see if we can figure out what's causing it?
Yeah. Go ahead and do a spellcraft. All right, so as Valdir and Poozer, they're kind of looking at it and kind of whispering to each other, throwing ideas off, and Valdir essentially determines that it's like a modified version of a lock spell. And he does think that a dispel magic would probably remove it, but as you mentioned, he does not have that ability at this time.
I think we should probably not deliver it.
No, I was thinking if we stop by Stormwind, we can turn it into the king or something and explain where it came from and who it's supposed to be going to, so they can figure out going on there.
About it or not? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was also hoping to find. I mean, Vancleef mentioned payment from Stoutmantle. I was hoping to find some evidence that they're working together, and that way we can provide that evidence to Stormwind as well. And say,
Well,
hey,
he was.
you've got a problem in your army. You need to go deal with.
I don't think he was expecting an actual payment from Stoutmantle. He was like, "You're here to pay us back for all the stuff you've stolen, right?" That's what's his attitude. Like it's, yeah. At least that's how I understood it.
That wasn't how I took it, but yeah, I'm not clear for sure. So,
All right. So what would you like to do?
well, Poozer still has that ring on her from Stoutmantle, right? The
Correct.
tracking ring or whatever.
Yes, she does.
Probably need to return to there first before we do anything else.
Were we able to get through all the buildings here and see if there is any writings or evidence of anything? Or
The ones that were not all boarded up, you were able to enter. So the church, which is the one that you're buying now, you were able to, that was open. The one right below it, which is you believed it to be a library, that was open. Again, you found some of those cryptic texts, which you should all be able to see, by the way.
yeah.
And then again, you'd also found some books, as you recall, that talked about different families, the Vancleefs, the Saldanes, as well as a couple other families, and they're almost like, for lack of a better term, like biographies biographies, not necessarily written by them, but they talked about their families. In just perusing through them, nothing particularly interesting necessarily popped up.
Probably take those with us as well, though, just in case someone wants to store a record or use those to track down relatives or anything.
Okay. Yeah, and the books are you know, and there were other books that, you know, talking about, you know, they were almost like do-it-yourself books, you know, teaching how to work with stone and wood, and, you know, which very consistent with the high quality of craftsmanship that you guys have seen down here, not only in Moonbrook but even on Vancleef's boat. Again, quality that you guys haven't seen anywhere before.
Do I see any sign of the guy we rescued and his daughter? I mean, given them directions of how to get out, but
right.
I don't know if they got out or not.
No. Yeah, you go ahead and give me a survival check, just to see if you see anything there.
Just kidding. Zwei doesn't. I mean, apparently Zwei does do survival.
So, you do see some what you believe to be footprints, but they are kind of faded. And you determine though that they're not like fresh. I mean, they're probably a couple days old. But you don't believe that they're yours. But they are coming from that false grave.
Well, we sent what's his name and his kid out that way, right?
Yes, you did. But you I mean, and you do see that the footprints were going west, but within 100 yards, you're unable to track it anymore.
All right. Well, I think we go report to Stout Mantle then. Is where I'm thinking we should head next.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll take Vancleef's head with us as proof.
All right. Okay, let me move you guys here. All right, so you guys make it back to Sentinel Hill without any issues. No sign of the Brotherhood, and you see Stout Mantle there, and his daughter Hope by his side. And he goes, "Where have you been?"
His dragon daughter? I mean, I'm still wearing the ring. You couldn't follow me with the ring?
You guys have been gone for 2 weeks.
And you couldn't follow us with the ring.
I hate to,
How were we gone for 2 weeks?
I hate to admit it, but there was a time that we had no record of you.
And it's been 2 weeks. Wow. I mean, I wondered when that fire was completely out if there was some weird time distortion.
We stepped through a magic portal and dealt with the Brotherhood.
Oh,
But
what did you find out?
Yakes, you got that thing in your bags?
Yep. Well, we found their leader, and he's no longer a problem.
Who was their leader?
Someone by the name of Vancleef.
And so you killed him, or are you sure he was their leader? What can you tell me about him?
Sure, I don't mind relaying the story about how things went down.
Okay.
We fought the Murloc captain, and Van Cleef came out, and he was very arrogant, and he implied that we should pay him, and that he had a righteous cause in trying to take back or redeem, was the impression I got from him, the lands and things. He specifically said something about the Brotherhood, something like the Brotherhood is the righteous cause, something like that.
But
and,
you
and accused the army of taking their lands.
Yeah, everyone else fill in the blanks.
I don't want to get gagged again. I'll save my words for an intelligent audience.
and he goes, so you know he's dead. He didn't like trick you.
Yeah, here's his head.
I was gonna say, pull his head out.
And as you pull out his head, Hope looks at it and screams in terror, and Stout Mantle kind of comforts her and goes, "Well, that was a little bit abrupt, I think." And he goes, "But the alliance owes you a debt of gratitude. Maybe finally, we'll have seen the last of the Brotherhood." And then he goes, "By the way, that information you gave us with the other rebels, spot on. You guys will be commended. I hereby release you from military service, but I will make it known that because of your help, we were able to take out the highwaymen. We left no one alive, and Westfall is now a little bit safer because of you." And then he goes, "Oh, I almost forgot. Our Lil, I got a letter for you about a week ago. It's from Redridge. And let me show that to you. Now, if you just want to read it out for everyone, I'll just show it to everybody. Or if you want to read it first before showing it to everyone, we can do that too."
Well, probably wouldn't read it first, but
Okay.
can't imagine it's anything too personal.
Okay, so Arlil, you can look at that.
I don't have any special secrets that I'm aware of.
All right, so you should be able to see that.
Yep.
And as you're looking over the letter, you see Hope, and she kind of gathers herself, and she's no longer the kind of the playful girl that from your first experience. She's rather stoic, and she goes, "Oh, you're from Red Ridge. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go there. Maybe you can show it to me sometime." And she walks away and goes up the steps.
Well, sounds like Red Ridge is having its own no problems.
Well, we could go help take care of it.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah, I'm much happier about being honorably discharged rather than put in prison and or killed. So I'm down for any other adventure than those.
And and Marshal Stoutmantle says, "Feel free to stay here until you're ready to leave with whatever next adventure. Again, thank you. I will put in word that the aid that you've provided the Alliance. And with that, your reputation with Stormwind goes up by 1. What that means is any commerce you do, there's a 5% boost in selling, 5% discount in buying."
Nice.
Cha-ching!
And then he walks away and goes upstairs following Hope until you can't see him anymore.
All right, so we have our next quest, yes?
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should stop by the sergeant at the farmstead and just give him an update as well and say, you seriously need to get a psychiatrist to go examine Stoutmantle.
Yes. Psychiatrist.
Or a wizard. And his daughter. There's something going on with his daughter there that's not right.
All right. So what would you like to do?
Well, let's see. I assume would we be able to stop by Stormwind on the way to Red Ridge? Not
Yes. Yeah.
too terribly far out of the way.
I mean, the Jansen farm should be on the way too from
Yeah.
Red. I would
Yeah,
think.
we can stop by the Jansen farm. You can talk to the sergeant if you want. I have no interest in dealing with fools.
All right. So are you leaving right away, or are you resting for the night? You'll if you leave now, you will have to camp out. But if you leave in the morning, you'll be able to get there within that same day. So whatever you feel is best.
I would say leave now. I don't want to stay around Stoutmantle to come to his insensibilities again and
Okay.
go on some other tirade.
All right. So, and are you going via the road or more off-road?
I'm fine with following the road. If everyone else is fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Okay. And as you're prepared to leave, one of the guards comes up and he hands you guys some papers. Essentially, those papers indicate that your service to the Alliance is officially completed, and so you're no longer military at this point. And he salutes you, and then goes back to his post. So as you go up north on the road, and you camp out, nothing of interest really particularly happens. Until in the middle of the night, you while you're fast, all 4 of you are fast asleep. I do need a will save.
I left Zweig on guard. He's nocturnal.
Let's say we wouldn't have a
I would have expected we'd still set a watch, but
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, we're not military. Why would we do that?
Man,
So-
we got lazy fast.
so, and this happens, and again, there is a watch, but this happens to each of you while you're sleeping, and you hear in your mind, and something to the extent of destroyed everything. I will repay you. And then it's gone. And so the Monla and Arlil, you're pretty sure you were not dreaming. Boozer and Valdar also heard it, but they're pretty sure it was just a dream or a bad dream. And then you all essentially wake up in the morning, and I assume you share that with each other. And you see during your watch you didn't see anybody, yeah, but it is morning. What would you like to do? Would you like to continue up to the Jansen farm?
yep.
Okay, give me one moment. Oh, hold on. I don't think you're all in there.
Did the voice have any kind of identifiable properties, male, female?
You know what? Go. In fact, yeah. Each of you go ahead.
Orc.
Give me, give me a perception. Well, and while you're doing that, I will add you guys to. All right, so you should be on there. So Poozer and Valdar, while it appeared like it's somewhat masked, but it did appear a little bit feminine, if you were to guess. But in all honesty, you're not really quite sure.
But still, I thought it was a dream.
Yes.
I assume we are able to convince you it wasn't, with the four of us all having the exact same dream.
There's definitely some connection you've gathered.
No. All right.
Like some magically induced bad dream, but definitely a
I
dream.
see. It's those mushrooms we ate before bedtime.
Never do mushrooms. Not before sleeping. And Mon, as you come around there, you see Sergeant Miles coming through the door, and he's kind of startled back and goes, "Monla, what are you doing here?"
I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. Where's your corporal? He should hear this too.
He goes and whistles and calls one of his soldiers over to get corporal plated, and after a couple moments, corporal plated comes in, and he's got his little imp following him, and Sergeant Miles comes and sits down. He goes, "What can I do for you?"
Well, you're probably aware we've been released from our service in the Army. We are off to look into something else that is of concern to us, but I think you really need to have Marshal Stoutmantle and his daughter examined by the mages. There's something going on there that's not right.
What do you mean? I mean, can you give me more details on that, or
His daughter did something that seemed to enchant him or and charm him into taking an action that he didn't look like he was about to take without that encouragement from her.
and he thinks about it and he goes, "I wasn't even sure. I didn't know that he had kids." And he turns to Corporal Plated and he goes, Does he have a daughter?" And Corporal Plated goes, "Well, it's an adopted daughter. She was the daughter of the Saldanes. I believe her name was Hope."
Was she dead?
Hope Saldane is dead. At least there's a gravestone for her in Moonbrook.
Really?
Yes.
And Sergeant Miles turns to Corporal Plady and he goes, "Do you know anything about this?" And he goes, "No, that is complete news to me."
Did the books on the Saldane show her as having a death date as well? I don't recall if that book did or not.
It did.
Okay, I'll show him that book entry as well then.
Okay, and he starts looking through it and look through the history a little bit, and Corporal Plate is there looking with him. That we'll definitely have to check that out. I know the Saldanes are dead, but I didn't know that Hope was also dead. Because Hope should be about 16 years old, I believe. But if she's dead as well, how old was this other woman?
She was about 16, right?
No,
looked about that.
in your you recall she looked about 19 to 20.
Okay, so 19, 20, maybe. Be my best guess.
Sergeant Miles turns to Corporal Plate. He goes, "I want you to look into this personally." And the corporal salutes him and immediately runs off.
All right, we are heading to Stormwind. We're going to stop there, talk to a few people. If you want us to deliver any messages there, we're happy to do that in regards to this matter.
No, but I do appreciate the information. I've heard reports that Marshal Stoutmantle was different than his normal attitude. But again, part of that's the job. He's got a lot of responsibility. So
well, you would be a better judge of that than I am. I only just met him, so
sure. Okay. So you're heading to Stormwind. All right. And I see that you've got your release papers. I apologize for any gruffness. And he walks around, and he goes, "I'm still not happy about this acid burn." But he offers to shake your hand.
I will go ahead and shake his hand.
Yep. And he goes, "I appreciate the information about Hope or whoever this may be, and good luck in Stormwind or wherever you may be, and maybe we'll see each other again sometime. Hopefully on friendly circumstances."
Yeah, perhaps so.
Okay. Anything else that you guys would like to do here before heading to Stormwind?
I don't know anything.
Nothing for me.
I'm good.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So again, I assume you're going to follow a trail, and in fact, as you guys are getting ready to leave, you see there's a small patrol that is actually going east, and they offer to escort you, if you'd like, just for extra protection. There's, they mentioned that there's still been a lot of null attacks, but they said, if you don't want to, if we slow you down, feel free to go ahead. It's more of a courtesy, if anything else.
Is that a patrol here from the Jansen farm?
Yes. That's heading east in Tailwind Forest.
Okay, I'm fine with traveling with them, but I don't care either way. What the rest of the group wants to do is fine
I
with me.
think we might as well take it. Why not?
All right. So as you travel with them, nothing eventful one way or the other happens. They handle the watch, and again, even if you set your own watches, that's fine as well. But again, there's about 10 of you, and so there were no null attacks. You do see wolves, but again, with your purity and numbers, none of the wildlife troubles you. And the patrol.
That's too bad, because Koozer Gizzard Mm.
and so as you guys get to Goldshire, the corporal that's with them goes, well, we're gonna stop off here at the end for a little while. Again, we appreciate you. Good luck. Be safe, and for the Alliance. And they go in. They go into the inn, and you can hear from the back of the inn. Aye, who's up for a drinking game? And they close the door. So I assume you're gonna proceed up north to Stormwind, which is again about a half day. So
Yep.
so as you reach Stormwind, so again the letter talks about it says that it should go to the primary architect or the city architect, whose name is Barros Alexton, which is in Dwarven Town. But where would you like to go?
We should just get someone to disenchant it for us so we can open it, right?
I think we should take it to the king.
I mean, I doubt the king will give us an audience, but maybe as high up as in that direction as we can get it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, having just come from Westfall with having dealt with the Brotherhood, maybe we can at least have some amount of
Okay, so you're gonna make your way towards the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you head over to the castle, getting to the kind of the front steps of it, so to speak, a guard tells you to halt and says, "How may I help you?"
Well, we've just come from Westfall and helping the marshal there deal with a band of thieves and rogues, and the leader had a letter addressed to the city architect, which we would like to deliver to the king if possible. There seems to be some potential traitor
Okay,
in the capital here.
and he goes, "Wait here," and he talks with one of the other guards, and then he leaves. The couple other guards they stand by you, preventing you from going further. After a few minutes, you see a human, very short hair, brown hair, and he comes up to you, and the guard goes, "This is Sergeant Idio. He will take the letter." And Sergeant Idio goes, "Nice to meet you. I understand you've had some experience in Westfall, and you have a letter for the king. Did I understand that correctly?"
Correct, yes.
Okay. May I see the letter?
Yes, it is magically sealed.
Okay. So he holds his hand out, wanting you to give it to him.
Oh, I think he's the traitor. Don't give it to him.
Well, I mean, the traitor's the architect, if anyone, but
All right. And so again, his hand is still outstretched.
I'll hand it to him.
Okay. He goes, "Did you slice your hand open while trying to get this thing open? I have a mess."
We didn't slice our hand open.
And he looks at you and he kind of nods as if he understands. He goes, "I will take this. Are you going to be in town for a while? Or are you just passing through?"
Probably just be here for the night. We're headed to Redridge
Redridge.
to help with their knoll issues there.
I've heard they're having some struggles. Okay. and he gets all your names, and he goes, we will look into this right away. I appreciate that. And he goes to leave. And then he goes, by the way, if you're gonna head to Red Ridge, he gives you a little pamphlet, and on that pamphlet it indicates that you're able to your group of 4 is able to ride griffins to speed up your arrival, Red Ridge.
That's nice of him.
And then he goes back into the castle, and he's out of sight. Anything else you'd like to do in Stormwind before heading out?
Split our loot and deposit it in the bank.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep, for sure. All right. Do we want to sell these daggers? I assume. Can we try the cloak again? Spend
Oh yeah.
a day.
And in fact,
Probably in like 5 days or something.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks.
Apparently.
Well, not since we picked up the cloak, though.
Yeah, and well, you also have, I believe, a couple potions that you have not identified yet.
We do have 1 brown potion and 1 dark blue potion with silver. So let me add up what everything. I mean, I assume no one wants these daggers. Does anyone want a +1 dagger?
No.
And so they will sell for whatever normal is, right? With a bonus of 5%.
Plus 5%?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I'll factor that in.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going to have about 4 days worth of attempts. So if we want to do the potions first, we'll do the dark blue one first, and I believe Valdar has the best for that, right? So,
yep.
So as Valdar kind of swirls around the dark blue potion, and he takes a test, and he realizes his body feels like it's slowing down, he determines that it's a delay poison potion.
Death would delay poison pretty well.
True. And then you had the one that was dark brown with a light gold streak in it, correct? So let's go ahead and you're not quite sure, so give it another attempt. Again.
And another 2.
And another.
If you don't, let me know. I do have spellcraft.
All right, so you had an idea on that first day, but on the 4th day, you actually determined, and the key was that it had a very earthy taste. It is a potion of bark skin +2. And I believe that's all the potions, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And then for the cloak, you should have a total of 4 attempts. And on the first one, you actually determine that it increases your ability to stealth. So it's a cloak of stealth +2 to any stealth checks.
Well, I'm already wearing a cloak of resistance, so I don't particularly care about the cloak of stealth.
I don't either. Sell it.
Yeah, I've already got a cloak of resistance +1.
Let's see. Cloak of stealth.
Yeah.
What is
that might.
what does that do?
It increases your stealth check ability rolls by +2.
Okay. So could I consider a cloak of elven kind that gives you +5 on stealth checks? As far as like price cost goes.
So I mean, I would have it as far as the price goes, since it's
what was the bonus?
This one's only +2.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Yeah, have it, and we'll call that good.
Okay.
Because again, that's one that I specifically just created without. Okay, and I believe that's all the magic items or potions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you guys
What's the potion of delay death do?
had delay poison.
Oh, delay poison. I
Yes, there was
don't know
delay
what I was
poison,
hearing.
and now I forgot what the other
And
one
bark
was.
skin plus 2.
Bark
Bark
skin
skin
plus
plus
2.
two, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I normally just cast bark skin on myself, so I don't need that potion either.
I mean,
You
I
do the
could use
tanking.
it to just really up my
AC another 2
AC
points, yeah.
another 2 points. So I don't know if that would really be useful. Probably be better for like Valen in case he gets in. Since it's a swift
Surrounded or
action,
something, yeah. Yep.
you
I
can
always
use it.
hated to fly. Just
I-
kidding.
I think it's actually better for you as the tank. Like AC gets better the more of it you have.
Sure. I mean, I'm not afraid to take it. I just almost never get hit already. But I know what you mean.
Or I'll rely on mirror image, which I just picked up.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. All right. I'll take the bark skin.
Okay. All right. Anything else you'd like to do in town? Again, any gold that you're depositing in the bank, just note that, and so that way it's differentiated based off gold that you're taking with you.
Does
How
anyone
much?
want the potion of delay poison, or no?
Not really.
Probably.
I mean, we can keep it in case someone happens to get poisoned, but I
I
don't know
guess
that there's
that's-
any particular reason for one specific person to have it.
Yeah, it's hard to predict who would need it.
We could predict who would hurt the most if they got poisoned.
I mean, still someone has to be carrying it, right?
Yeah. I shouldn't carry it because if I'm in druid form, I can't get it out for you guys. Or in animal form.
I can grab it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
And also, just as a reminder, and again, this doesn't necessarily affect anything right now, but you should all be able to see the map that you got from the Dead Mines as well. So I'm just saying, just so you know that it's there. And that's what you got from the Warlock boss that you guys were able to dispatch. All right.
Okay.
Anything else before you guys again? You're able. Did you want to stay the night? I mean, it's
How much money do we have as a group? Because I don't
Yeah,
have
that's what I
hardly
was
any.
waiting
Yeah,
for.
I'm gonna split it up here in just a second. I'm trying to determine. You said we found some leather armor, but oh, there we go. There, never mind. I found it. Don't know why I couldn't find it. Okay. All right. I'll post this in the chat here. What we all get.
is that each?
Each. Yep.
1,228 gold, 8 silver, 6 copper.
I feel like I should buy something awesome with that much money.
Doesn't get that awesome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bank most of that.
Yeah.
Carry a little bit of gold on me still.
Sure.
Is all.
Yeah, I got enough to buy like a thing, maybe. Let me actually go get a masterwork simple crossbow.
Okay. Pay for that 5% discount. Your rep increase.
Yeah, I think masterwork weapons like 100 gold.
250 on top of the normal price for masterwork.
250? Oh,
No,
forget it.
it's 300. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not
It's
paying that.
150
I'll
for
I'll
armor,
get a-
300 for weapons.
I'll just get a shitty one. Give me a simple crossbow.
Okay.
I need like 16k before I want to spend any money, so that's going to be a while.
Yeah, it might be a minute, that's for sure. All right.
I feel like we're poor now.
All right, so we're in Red Ridge now then? Or after we sleep the night?
Yeah, you can sleep the night. Obviously, flying by Griffin, it's a much quicker travel.
We have to pay for that.
No, because Sergeant Idio gave you papers, which essentially a
To
free
go for
pass.
free. Okay.
Oh,
Correct.
did we also get 200 gold each from our retirement?
We were supposed to get some retirement money.
Well, you never deliver the supplies.
That's true.
Man, that guy is the worst.
Was the $200 for the supplies though, or was it?
Yes, yeah, because they were supposed to be delivered to Stout Mantle, to Sentinel Hill, essentially, and you guys messed it up.
Right, we messed it up. He didn't mess it up by not having his roads safe.
We're
Okay,
safe now.
so as you guys get on the Griffins, it gives you a whole new perspective of flying through Elwyn Forest. You see, you go over some of the rivers that are there, and you can see groups of Murlocs. You can see Murlocs kind of attacking one of the nearby farms. But again, you fly by within about 45 minutes or so. You arrive just outside of the town, and so if that refreshes, you should all be there now. Do you see it?
I see it.
Yep.
And
Looks vaguely familiar.
and especially for Arlil, who grew up here. There.
Don't seem to be able to select my character at all.
Oh yeah, same.
Are they on the map layer, maybe?
Let me. They might be. I might have messed it up. Yep. Okay. Let me re-add you. 1 sec. All right. You should be able to do it. Grab it now. And so obviously our little where you grew up here, your father's house is the one that's furthest on the top left or northwest.
All right. Come, my friends.
And so
Show you around town. Here's the bridge.
As you're heading over there, you find it odd that there are no. Now it's not true soldiers, but you guys have a militia, and there is nobody that at the bridge where there normally would be. In fact, you don't see.
Ignore.
Okay. You don't even see anybody outside. You can, which is again especially odd because you're usually like on the dock. There's like kids playing, but it's there.
No one out fishing. What?
There's no one out fishing. As you guys get over to the bridge, you can see over to the east. There's a pack of Murlocs, but they're a ways away, so they're not they're just doing Murloc things, swimming and eating fish and whatnot, in the lake, and on the far side of that shore, they're not coming after you by any means.
Oh, this is unusual. The militia is absent. But maybe they're off battling gnolls somewhere.
And so,
I'm gonna
Did
do-
your letter say anything else other than there were gnolls here?
Nothing. Yes, 2 families have gone missing as well. And strange clouds in the northern hills. That sounds
Like
familiar.
the ones that were over Moonglow?
Okay, so
Quite possibly more to do with our orc friend and what was.
that's a perception check, Crovax, just for like, am I seeing tracks? Any sign of any life, any people fighting or otherwise? Or
so-
would you rather me do like a
No,
survival?
no, you're good. So as you guys kind of get closer to the first building, and it looks kind of like a sawmill, but it's like a half house, half sawmill outside. And you see that the windows are boarded, but you happen to notice there's a little bit of movement, and you can like see eyes looking between the boards and the windows, and they're just kind of almost just wide-eyed looking as Arlil walks by him, and Arlil's busts off running over towards what you guys assume is his family home.
Yeah.
Well,
Run after.
okay, yeah, we'll give you guys a chance to react there. And Arlil, as you get close to the door, you notice a movement. There's like a curtain, and you kind of see that it moves, and then a moment later the door opens and you see your father, and he yells at you, but in a kind of a whispering yell, "Get in here now! Get in here now!"
What is going on?
And so I'm assuming everyone goes in.
Yeah, let's all go in. I'm so curious.
Bigger on the inside.
And once you come in,
Get the size of these chairs. Sorry.
Once you come in, he full on just hugs you and is crying. He can't believe that you're actually there, and he just holds you for a good 30 seconds to a minute, but it just seems like a long time. And then finally he backs away and he goes, I didn't expect to see you. Did you get my letter?
Well, surprise. Yes. And we're here to help.
It's been rough. The gnolls are attacking. It seems like almost every day. The militia is currently fighting up north. And your sister, right? The medicine doesn't seem to work anymore. I don't know how much longer she'll be with us, and you hear from the room to the north, just some like real wet coughing, like hard to breathe, and then it kind of dies out a little bit. And he goes, "These gnolls are not what we've dealt with. They are faster, they are stronger, they are more aggressive. I don't know how to explain it. He goes, I hadn't been able to open up shop for my tailoring for probably 2 weeks now because it's just not safe. It's almost like they're trying to starve us out. Anytime we try to go farm, they attack.
Well, if the militia's out fighting, we better not waste any time and go help.
Yeah.
See, either that or we all take up farming until they attack.
Quick, go follow them, farm while they're away. Well, I don't know anything about farming, so.
And it's about this time that you hear what sounds like a loud explosion coming crashing into the ground. Which you're not able to see it just because you're inside, but as it and then after the first one, there's another one, and you hear people screaming from the west.
Well, I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Are there more buildings to the west? Weren't we in the westmost building?
Sorry. I mean to the east.
Okay.
Put a demon armor on myself and on the wolf.
All right, and
Not his name.
this is why.
That's why.
And as you go outside, go ahead and refresh.
What was that? You cast demon armor on the wolf as well?
Yep.
So Hoosier Wolf gets +4 to AC.
Demon puppy, he's so cute.
So as you go outside, the first thing you see, other than flames on some of these other buildings and the deep black smoke from those flames, but you see what appears to be rock monsters that they themselves are in flames. You can also see some gnolls as well.
Are they in flames?
No, they are not.
Yet.
So
But rock monster.
So before we roll initiative, so I can stay a little bit later tonight, so we can might be able to finish this battle, or we can do this as the first thing once next week. But what would you guys like to do?
I'm good either way. So.
I can stay.
Okay, and Valen, I know you're East Coast, so I want to be considerate of that. Okay, so give me 1 second here.
Let me go grab some ice cream.
Oh, that's a good call. Clear all of everything. All right, let's roll for initiative. One second and I'll...
I feel like those houses were not on fire when we went in.
They were not. Okay. Of all these. Okay. All right, let me sort those. All right. Manla, you looks like you are first, or I guess between you and Zwei. I guess you can choose who's going to go first. We'll say Manla since I put you on.
All right. I will just go ahead and use my sling against that closest rock monster.
Okay.
See if I can even hurt this thing with a sling. So I need to turn off power attack.
Okay. So as you send the slingshot there, you barely miss it, and then it burns up. But the stone then burns up in the fire. But again, you did miss it.
So that's a 17 if that happens to be a demon.
Oh.
As opposed to a fire elemental or something.
Okay. In that case, let's retcon that. So the rock is able to hit it on its torso section, and you believe it did a little bit of damage.
All right, and that ends my turn.
What knowledge is it for whatever kind of creature?
Demons would normally be planes in traditional Pathfinder.
Yeah. I would also accept religion. So
My Warcraft knowledge is kicking in pretty hard here.
So Valen, you believe that this is a summoned creature. You're not sure what the creature is though, but you do believe it was summoned.
Okay, interesting.
All
Wish
right,
I could do something like that.
maybe one day, right? All right, Zwei's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that Doc is kind of up on those posts, yes. So maybe
Yeah. So that
there could I charge?
yeah without issue. Um, 13. Unfortunately, it did not hit.
Oh, 15 with the charge.
Oh, 15. Oh, okay. Let me retcon that. Thank you. So you're able to rip into this first null and click correctly for 6. Trip EMD, and you trip it. There.
Round you roll, Mr. Roll.
All right. And any movement from you, or are you good?
So that was why charged. So
Yeah.
So I can't do anything after that.
Right. Okay.
If I was damaged, I could heal for one.
Correct. This null will double move, but that is his turn. And this
that would give him attack of opportunity if he moves that extra spot.
No, he moved there first.
Oh, gotcha. I do that same thing.
You're good. And so this first flaming rock monster, he seeing you guys come out, he moves up here. Not showing. Hold on one. Hold on, that's too big. Fix it. Now the other ones, well, Anyway, so Mala, as he comes up to you, the flame that is emitting from him burns you slightly for 2 damage of fire damage, and he will attempt to attack as well. With 2 attacks, 16 and a 10.
Should just get one if you moved. To
Oh,
get into range.
you're right. Okay, yeah. So ignore the second one.
That does hit.
All right, so he smashes you for 5, and then you take 3 additional fire damage. Valdar. So remember, Valdar, since you have that embellishment, you have 2 power points.
Got it. All right. Let's start off with demonic fortitude.
Okay. So you're gonna grab some temporary hit points from your warlock ability. 6 looks like. Nice.
Okay. And then we're gonna move up behind this house.
Okay.
Cast shield.
On yourself, I assume. Okay.
Yep.
All right, perfect. All right, this null that's next is Y. Go for the attack here. At 12, I assume a 12 probably misses.
It does miss. So I has an awesome 18 now.
Oh, but he did stand up, so Y gets an attack of opportunity from that, and takes full advantage of it. Did not crit, right? So 7 damage.
Correct.
Unfortunately, is not able to trip the null. So he is standing. Okay. All right, Poozer.
Okay. So this one has come right up next to Mondler, right?
Yeah. So real quick, does that aura around him? How big does it look to you guys?
Like 1
10?
space.
Okay, it should be 5 feet. So on my screen it's like 15 feet. So I just want to make sure, just so you're.
That's funny. It's different for all of us. I've got 2 spaces. You've got 1. Then it's 3.
So
Yeah, it just looks like 5 to me.
Okay, yeah. So it's essentially it's a 5-foot flame aura. Okay, so just be aware of that.
Well, I'll
Radius,
take a
right?
step back
Radius,
and then
yes.
I will shoot at that guy.
Okay. All right, and you hit for 10, and you feel like you did damage, but you're not sure if it took as much damage as you thought. All right, Arlil.
All right. Let's see. Probably safe to assume this thing's evil, right?
No
I don't
more
think
evil
I'll
than
quite
you.
use that yet.
You're a paladin. To you, everything's evil.
you suspect the warlock's evil.
I will actually go into total defense and then move around behind him. I don't know if I can get around. I don't know what this boardwalk's like. If I can get around without provoking.
Yeah.
But
I
if
kn-
not,
I know the graphic makes it look like it's really elevated, but consider it really not. It's just I mean,
okay, then I probably still don't have the move.
Elevated enough that a
All
wolf
right.
could charge under there, but not a person.
That'll provoke then. He'll be able to attack me anyway.
okay. And so he will attempt to. Looks like he missed though.
Yeah. Where did my shield go? But that's Mondla, have you been badly hurt yet?
Taken 9.
All right, let's go ahead and heal you then as well. So there's 6 for you.
Okay. Of course, you take 1 shock damage, and that's your turn.
Yep.
All right. This other rock monster will come down 5 foot. Actually, no, 10 footsteps. So he only gets the 1 attack. And he smashes Zwei for 9 plus just the initial damage from his fire aura, an additional 2, so a total of 11.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go come up there. Well, comes around the house and then sees you guys. We'll double move. All right, Monla.
All right, I will drop my sling, drop my scythe, and try and cut this knoll down from flanking.
Okay. And as you drop your sling, it kind of catches your hand and it kind of messes it up grabbing your scythe, and you're unable to connect with this fiery beast. Why?
So all of them are supposed to have the aura, not just the one that's over by Mondla.
Correct. Did you take the damage on Zwei?
I did.
Okay.
I'm looking at him now and thinking, oh, that doesn't show. Okay. So I was going to 5-foot step here and then bite the more damaged one.
Right, which is right above you.
That's all.
Okay, waiting for your attack. Oh, sorry. Unfortunately, the Knoll is able to knock away the bite attempt. All right, so the Knoll that is to the west of it will try to attack his Y again. And he stabs his Y with a spear, almost shish kebabs him for 10 damage. Okay, this rock monster that's up by you guys, both Arlil and Monla are within the flame aura. You'll each take 3 fire damage. And the rock beast will stay after Monla.
So it's both hit.
Both hit. So the first one doing 5, the second one doing 11. And that'll take us to Valdar.
All right, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I want to cast Burning Arc.
Okay. Target. Who's the primary target?
This knoll here is primary,
Okay.
and then I want to arc it onto this rock demon thing and see what happens.
Okay. All right. So let's do the Knoll's reflex first.
You can see if you can heal him.
If
Okay.
he even takes damage or whatever.
So the null is just incinerated completely. Let's do property. So the fire blasts him, and you can see like little pieces of rock kind of coming off a little bit. You don't think it did as much damage as you would have liked,
Okay.
but you do believe it did take some damage.
Okay. Got like resist 5 or something.
So this null will 5-foot step and will flank. Does a 17 hit?
Zwei does not get hit by a 17.
Okay. So Zwei's able to dodge the spear. All right, Poozer, your move.
All right. Let's 5-foot step back. How hurt is that one looking that's between Monla and Biggs?
It's hard to tell. I mean, especially when Valdar hit it with his fire spell, there's like little chips of rock that came off, but it's real difficult to tell.
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
That's my turn.
And as you shoot, the flame from the fire just kind of burns up your arrow before it can hit it.
That is my second PowerPoint. I'll use both of them on Zwei.
Okay, to heal Zwei.
Correct.
All right. Guy will come over here and attempt to attack Jax. Bell? All right, Arlil.
As long as I have these guys' attention, maybe I'll just stay here and heal Mandla for another 6.
Okay. Take 1 damage. Any movement from you?
Nope.
Okay. All right. This rock guy will come within range of Zwei again, and let's do the aura damage. 4. Get both attacks since he's 5-foot stepped. Oh, and he crits. Looks like smashing Zwei for 18 points of damage. The other one, I believe, missed. That's his turn. This other one is going to ignore the wolf down there. Starts running forward, and as he's stomping down on this, not really a bridge. It's more just almost, for lack of a better term, it's like a driveway, really. But you can see where the fire from him is kind of burning portions of the wood. Okay, Manla.
All right, it's been in cat form so long I'd forgotten how to use my weapon, but we'll try again.
Lost my headset. Sorry, what were you doing?
I just attacking again, but I still don't know how to use my weapon. Been in cat form too long.
Okay. My headset just completely died, so I'm going off my speakers from my monitor. Yeah, I didn't charge them properly. Okay, so you swing, and unfortunately, you're unable to make contact. Zwai's turn. Okay. All right. So yeah.
Are those gnolls by Zwei getting burned by that?
Actually, you know what? Yes, they should be. So hold on. Let me. You may need to redo that movement. 1 second. Before you move, before Zwei moves, this one actually falls over in flame. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the rock team.
All right, so you're right here. So you may want to use the move. Okay. Yeah. So Zwei attacks the remaining gnoll and unfortunately is unable to grasp onto him. That gnoll will now try to retaliate. That's the wrong roll. $16, which if I remember right, now no longer hits. All right, so this rock monster will do his fire, which currently is only hitting Arlil, and then he will attempt to attack Arlil. And both of those are misses. All right, Valdar. Okay. All right. So for the first one, rolling a reflex save is not going to matter. He bursts into flames. The other one we will do is reflex save. But to no avail, he takes the full 6. Oh, do you have the increased damage, or did that go to Arlil for healing?
Went to me for healing.
Okay. All right. So 6 damage there. Kind of yelps as his fur is burning a little bit. Boozer. Okay, so you're gonna shoot at the flaming rock monster. All right. This time your arrow is able to pierce the flame ward, if you will, doing a little bit of damage. And another small piece of the rock kind of chips off. All right, this gnoll is gonna just attempt to hit Arlil. And it's actually able to hit his armor, but not able to pierce up Arlil. Your move.
No, I'll just stay.
Okay. So that's your move. Your turn.
Yep.
Rock monster will move up and burn Bolswai and the null for 2. Throw. And then he will attempt to smash down on Zwei. The first one hitting, doing a 9 bludgeoning and then 4 fire damage. Okay. And this next one will move up. Fire both Arlil as well as the null. Take 3 fire damage. You will attempt to attack Arlil. 26. And again, that was just a 5-foot step, so both of those attacks go through. A total of, what is that? 15 bludgeoning and then 7 fire.
That hurts.
Bro. Bark skin would have helped there. Null's gonna run over by Poozer. Try to stab her with his spear. 19. Okay. But okay. So he's able to jab you in the side for 8 damage. Manla. Okay. You will take 4 fire damage. What's that?
I can't get it.
But yeah, you take 4 fire damage. Y is down. This null will double move. All right. Yeah, it's in between the two of you. They'll burn you both for 4 fire damage, and then he's gonna continue to focus on Arlil, especially with flanking. First one, so a 19, I assume misses, and 17, that should also miss. Valdar.
That 5 healing. Of course.
Oh, I should be able to change that, right?
Twice.
Give me 1 second. It should just be under general and then the option to see, right?
I'll open up my token.
Okay.
The health bar is the 3rd bar.
Yes.
That is 3 dots. Click dots there. Check both.
Yeah, because I have see and edit.
Check them both.
Yeah, they actually are already checked. Okay. All right. Hey, Valdar. The one that's in the middle right there.
Target.
Okay. Okay.
Now I can.
All right, so half, so that's 12, right?
Twice.
Okay, and see what the null can do. And the null burns up in flames. Boozer. Okay, so attacking the null in front of you. And you're able to score a hit on it as the arrow goes through its arm, Arlil.
Oh. Onla.
Of course, you take a damage from that. Did you already add the plus to healing ability? Okay. And you're done now? Or any movement?
I'm
Okay. All right. This guy, seeing that the wolf is dead, will move up. Burns the snow a little bit. All right. This guy will, with his flame aura, do 1 damage to Arlil and use both attacks. 17. Oh, 29.
not confirmed one.
Okay, so you will take 6 bludgeoning and 1 fire damage. Very, very close to. As it smashes you, you're able to get your shield in, but you can feel the force of it, knowing that it could have been a lot worse. All right, this normal 5-foot step. Attack Poozer. 23. Yeah. As he sticks his spear deep into your side. Monla.
I was right over here.
With rip. 16. Okay. And you're starting to see that especially after smashing with your scythe, good sized chunks of the rock have come off, and it's almost, it hasn't destabilized the creature, but you can see that it's that something is happening. All right. This gnoll will come up to Monla. Try to jab you with the spear. Yeah, fails miserably. All right, and then fire aura for both Arlil and Monla. 1 fire damage. And he's going to focus on Arlil. First one misses. Second one should hit, I believe. 4 bludgeoning and 3 fire. Valdar.
Trying to help out here.
So as you get within range, you're going to take 1 fire damage. Okay. Give me your spell cast. Oh, there we go.
Concentrate.
So you do cast it defensively. You're able to get the spell through. Move this so I can click on my guys here. First one. Not resist it. And as the fire engulfs him, you see that the whatever was holding the rocks together has broken its hold, and it essentially disappeared, and there's now a pile of rocks there. Or the other one. It didn't hit the null, right? Okay. All right. So the other one, part of the rocks that the severe heat is causing them to melt a little bit. Boozer.
Folks.
And with the null in your face, it just too close, and you're not able to get a clean shot. Arlil.
Folks in attack opportunity.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that since I don't have my headset on. And he's able to take advantage of your lack of defenses, stabbing you for 5.
Angla.
Okay, you take 1 damage, of course. Anything else after your holy shock? Guy will come up. He will burn both Manla and Null for 1 damage. Going on tour soon. You will get 1 attack on Manla. Not able to connect. Okay, we'll move up. Fire Aura 4. Both attacks on Arlil. 23, 20. Those are both misses. Is that right? Okay. Oh, that's a by Poozer. We'll continue to try to stab. Oh. I believe he crit, right? Yeah.
That would be awesome.
No.
Swift action is on your turn only.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so so he actually jabs you in your neck, and you're bleeding profusely as you drop. Yes, 26 damage. All right, Monla.
I will.
Okay. Step back. Okay. Fortunately, with the heat, it trying not to get burned so much. Doesn't allow you to get a good attack. This Null will step up. Attack Monla. 16. That misses, I assume. Oh, it hits. So he's able to. Oh, okay. I got you. So he stabs you for 4. Valdar.
I was hoping you would.
All right. This Null doesn't matter. He burns to a crisp. Rock monster here. I think we've already identified as a type of infernal. So I'll just start calling it infernals now. Takes full damage. And he's definitely got a series of melted rocks there. Okay, Poozer, death roll, I believe. Okay. That'll bring us to Arlil.
Alright. Second opportunity.
I'm sorry, were you asking me a question, Poozer? Not while you're unconscious.
So the infernal next attack opportunity.
Okay.
Away.
Yep. I will do his attack here. First one counts. Be able to get away without issue.
5 healing.
He puts her at 1. Arlil takes the damage. Okay. This infernal. Step up here. 5-foot step. Try to smash Momna. 25 and 14. So looks like we got a total of what? 13 bludgeoning and 2 fire.
I've got it.
Okay. Oh, and then his aura. Do that. And then one damage from aura. Infernal will move up. 4 fire damage to Valdar. He will attempt to smack you. Do both of those hit? Yep. Okay. Yep. So 11 bludgeoning and a total of 7 fire as he smashes through your demonic armor. Okay. This Knowles turns around, still not really realizing that Poozer's back up. Will attack Arlil. 22. And he turns around and jabs you right right above your knee for 10 damage. That's a vicious null. All right, Monla.
Alright. That's Infernal Grip.
Okay, and you finally are able to do some damage. 15, right? And you're able to take out a serious chunk of one of the rocks. Valdar. Okay,
Plus 4 to AC. Delay.
All right, so burning hands. I'll do the bottom one first. Gonna take the full amount. Top one. Also take the full. All right, Poozer. Okay. And remember, you as a swift action, you can still use a potion. You guzzle the potion, get some much needed health back.
You can go ahead and shoot him and not get attacked again for shooting him.
Okay, so I have a great axe. Can I stand up and draw my great axe so that I'm at least flanking at this point?
No, because standing up's an action and drawing your great axe is your other action. I mean, you could draw it, you just couldn't attack with it this turn.
Right, but then I would at least be flanking with the axe.
True, yes.
Yeah, because I dropped my bow when I died, so I'm gonna stand up and yeah, pull out my axe.
Okay. All right. So prompting
Assuming the
So you
null
attack.
doesn't knock you back down.
Yep. He will attempt to at least 15.
19 actually, because +4 for being prone.
Okay.
19 barely hits.
And so
Unless I have something special, which I don't.
he jabs you for 8 points of damage.
I think you just healed for 8.
Easy come, easy go.
Arlil.
All right. Let's see. I got this for me. This for Poozer. And then we'll go into total defense mode.
Lay on hands yourself. Holy shock, Poozer. Take a damage yourself for that. And then go in defense mode. Colonel will step up. Fire damage of 2. Axe. 26 and 11.
One of those will hit.
Yeah, so the top one hits 9 bludgeoning and 3 fire. Step up next to Valdar. Fire aura damaging 4. And to smash you. Oh. So he.
It's a crit and a miss.
Yep. So the crit 11 bludgeoning damage, but only 1 fire damage as he smashes you literally in the face. This Knoll. Let me 50-50 this. Lower 50, X Poozer. He will attack Poozer.
Miss. Oh, that is not a miss.
and sticks his spear into her back for 10 damage.
And he tells me I should stay dead.
All you hear is.
He killed me much too quickly the first time.
All right, Monla.
All right,
I'll
attack
not
this guy
make that
again
mistake again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
and step back.
All right, so before you step back, as you swing with your scythe, you're able to knock a key rock out, and the flame arrow goes out, and then there's again just a pile of rocks. So if you want to change your movement,
I will step to there instead.
that's fine. All right, Valdar.
All right, well, that kind of changes things. I think, yeah, you know what? I still want to do Burning Hands. Just on the Infernal.
All right, so he will get an attack of opportunity.
No.
Oh, wait, I'll just 5 foot.
Oh, okay. All right, so Burning Hands. Did not resist it. And as you focus with anger at this Infernal, you can see that the rocks they all kind of melt together, and then the fire goes away.
Sorry about your house, Arleal.
And the house hasn't fully caught on fire, but there are definitely a burn mark.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't an acid burn, because that's really annoying, I hear.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's really hard to get out too. All right, Poozer.
Fire burns just buff out.
-2. No swift potion drinking this time. Plus, I forgot I need to take it off my character sheet anyway.
Make a con check.
Yeah, con check.
So you stabilize. You're not bleeding out.
I'm stable.
Okay, Arlil.
First time this year.
All right. Holy Shock Poozer.
Okay.
5-foot step. And challenge evil on that knoll.
Okay.
So it's just the 4 healing, right?
Yep.
So he will save. We have a hero null.
Seriously.
Is that a hogger?
It's not, but it might as well be, right? So I guess essentially no effect, right? Does it negate?
Yep.
Okay. All right. This null will step up, thinking that Poozer is once again dead. .3 on Arlo. As somehow he's able to continue to
It's one knoll. Yeah.
find a way through your plate armor. All right, Monla.
Is this mountain blocking these squares, or could I
No.
walk through those, circle around behind?
No, you're able to get there. It's kind of just a hill, but it's not deep enough at that point.
All right. This is an attack with rip.
Okay.
So 14 damage.
14 damage. And finally, after much pain to most of you, the null falls.
My goodness.
And that's where we will end tonight.